A drought has been declared in North Wales and the Upper Severn following weeks of dry weather. It's the first part of the UK to declare drought status this summer after record-breaking heat waves across the country. It's been declared in North and South Gwynedd, Anglesey, Dee, Clwyd and Upper Severn. Let's talk to our climate reporter, Victoria Seabrook. And Victoria, is this going to be a picture of summers to come in the UK, do we think?
Well, this is certainly a picture of what else might be on the way for other parts of the UK this summer. In terms of what's going to happen in the future and with our climate changing, actually there's not been a link yet proven between climate change and an increased likelihood of drought in the UK. And that's just because drought is so complicated. There are so many different factors that contribute to it. It's wind, weather, temperature, but also how we use water, how we conserve it, that kind of thing. So it's quite complicated. We don't know if it's going to become more likely overall in the future, but certainly these regions are the first to officially be declared in drought status this summer, and it's very likely that others will follow suit after prolonged periods of heat and dry weather across much of Britain. So for Wales, in July, they're on course to have their driest July in potentially nearly 190 years. Obviously, the month is not quite out yet. And in parts of Wales and England, they've seen rainfall at about just 2 or 3% of what you would expect for this time of year. On top of that, of course, the heat waves, 3 major heat waves already that just suck moisture out of the land, out of the rivers, and that's why drought has been declared in these regions, is because of the hot weather and the lack of rainfall and how that's actually starting to impact the land, including by wildfires, drying out the vegetation, making fires more likely to spread, burn much more intensely. And we've seen these major fires in Wales as well as in England in recent weeks. Other impacts, well, farmers around the country are worried about having to harvest their crops early, also potentially to harvest them in order to feed their livestock because there's nothing for them to graze on because the fields have turned yellow and brown as they respond to this dry and hot weather affecting much of the country, not just those regions in drought. So these are the first 2 that have toppled in the UK this summer, but certainly regulators are keeping a very close eye on other regions, particularly in eastern and southern England.